welcome to GP Water Department YouTube channel. Myself Sakshi, and today we are going to learn water system calls and its types. So let's start. Water system calls. System calls provide an interface to the services made available by the operating system. A system call is the programmatic way in which a computer program requests a service from the kernel of the operating system it is executed on. In short, we can say system call is an interface between the user program and the hardware. Now, the modes of the operating system. User mode and the kernel mode are the two modes in which the program can be executed. User mode does not have direct access to the memory or the hardware resources, but the kernel mode has direct access to the memory and the hardware resources. So that's why it is known as the privileged mode. The user mode switches to the kernel mode to get the access of the hardware resources for the program execution. This type of switching is also known as direct switching. Now the question arises that why won't we execute the program directly from the kernel mode? The reason is that user mode is much safer than the kernel mode, because if the program is executed from the kernel mode and the system happens to crash, the whole operating system would crash with it. And if the program is executed in the user mode, there is not such a problem of crashing, because it does not have direct access to the main memory or the hardware resources. Now, the types of system calls. There are 5 types of system calls. They are process and job control, file management, device management, information maintenance, communication. Now, the first system call, that is process and job control. These all system calls falls under the category of process and job control. Now let's see which are the system call. And first is end abort, second load execute, third create process terminate process, ready process dispatch process, suspend process, resume process, get process attributes, set process attributes, wait for time, wait event, signal event, change priority of process. Now, the second type of system call is file management. All these system calls fall under the category of file management. So let's see them one by one. First is create file, delete file, open a file, close a file, create directory, read, write, reposition, get file attribute, set file attribute, create a link, change working directory. Now, the third type of system call is device management. The system calls that falls under the category of device management are request device, release device, read, write, reposition, get device attributes, set device attributes. Now, the fourth type is information maintenance. The system calls that falls under the category of information maintenance are get time or date, set time or date, get system data, set system data, get process file or device attributes, set process file or device attributes. Now, fifth and the last type of system call is communication. The system calls that falls under the category of communication are create, delete, communication connection, send, receive message, transfer status information, attach or detach remote device. So that's it. This was all about system calls and its types.